Best friend cheated on her husband. The female is 31, and her husband is 27. Both are my friends. Some backstory. I have known both for years. She is my close friend, and her husband and I were colleagues, friends growing up, and we work together in the same office now. It felt very serendipitous when they got married. I have never seen her this way before, and she finally met someone who swept her off her feet. They have been married for 3 years now. She is the breadwinner in their relationship and often complains that he never fulfills his promises, mainly financial ones, and she is always pulling the weight in the relationship. Aside from that, both are great people. He is a hardworking guy, he just is not where he wants to be yet. Moving on. Recently, my BFF and I went on a girls' trip. The three of us made our way down to Nicaragua for some eat, pray, love vibes. The town we stayed in was a beach town with bars, cafes, and restaurants. Our intent was to go for fitness, spas, and relaxation, but we did not expect there to be a vibrant nightlife. Fast forward, there are only a couple of bars in the neighborhood, and the first night we went to a bar and got along with the bartenders. I did not expect the men to be so attractive either. My married friend was hitting it off with one of the bartenders and ended up staying out all night, while my other friends and I went back to sleep. We did not see her until noon the next day, which is totally out of character for her. It turned out she slept with the bartender. The second night we ventured off to another bar, and she met one of the locals and ended up sleeping with him too. Things got carried away, and she spent the rest of the week there with the bartender boy. She was neglecting her phone the entire trip, which resulted in her husband blowing up my friend and me the entire trip because he could not get a hold of her. She also turned off her location, so he could not see that she was not at the Airbnb for 5 days. She even extended her trip 2 extra days to stay with the said bartender. I have been dealing with flight delays, and while I am exhausted, I have not had time to digest this trip or why she cheated. Totally out of character for her. I'm back home in the States now, and she is still in Nicaragua. Meanwhile, I have to work tomorrow, and her husband is also my coworker. I have no idea how I'm going to cover for her, or what the right things to do are. Any advice is welcome.